Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out The Long Goodbye, an interesting story on why I'm watching this movie today. I was trying to figure out what movie I wanted to watch. I had a few movies on my list, but I just weren't really feeling them today. You know, sometimes you wake up and you're like, I'm not really feeling this movie today. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of feel like watching an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. So I went onto Letterboxd, which is an app where you can view a bunch of movies. It's basically just a movie review app and you can see every single movie that an actor has done. So I went into Arnold Schwarzenegger's profile and I looked at every single movie that he's done, and this movie came up. Now at first I wasn't super interested in this movie. I saw The Long Goodbye and I went, what, this doesn't look like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. So I went on, and apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger is like a very low listed cast, probably in the movie for about 10 seconds. But I saw that this movie had amazing reviews. I haven't read the summary. I just think I'm going to like this movie. So that is why I'm watching this movie today. I had no idea that this movie even existed until I woke up this morning and went onto my phone, but I'm kind of glad I did, because there's a lot of reviews for this movie. It has over a 4.1 rating on Letterboxd, which is an absolutely amazing reviews for how many reviewers it has, like almost 10,000 reviews on that app by now. And yeah, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it at some point, so I'm going to count this as an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and it's going to be on my Arnold Schwarzenegger playlist. So I'm very excited for this movie, even though I don't know anything about it, just because it has really good reviews, and Arnold's going to make a cameo at some point. Even though it's not a cameo, it's probably just very early in his acting days. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also two exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, with that story untold, that story unfolded, let's take a long hello. See what I did there? The long hello. Let's say a long hello, I guess, to The Long Goodbye. That's such a cute cat. This already feels like a fairly low budget movie, but I'm very excited because sometimes low budget movies are the best movies.
Current brand cat food.
This cat is a parkour master. It's just jumping all over the place.
Chaos mix up just one of my famous concoctions.
Okay, I was literally just about to ask, but why does he just have randomly placed eggs in his fridge? Why doesn't he keep them in the carton?
Better than a chase. Yeah, kid. Come on. Kid, you're hungry, right? Yeah, they're killing because they don't get enough to eat.
You're gonna clean that up, cat.
When you go over there and tell those girls they're gonna catch a cold. Curry's brand cat food.
Oh, what? They're literally not wearing anything. It took me a very long time to see that.
I got a special kind of food. I gotta be out of my fucking mind. Well,
Either he woke up very early or he was taking a power nap.
We ever had.
gotta be the nicest neighbor. I'm a private eye. It's okay with me.
Everyone's talking so melancholy in this, you know? It's just so down low, if you know what I mean.
Stand it off. I don't understand.
You're gonna be alright.
You know you said.
I thought it was a pretty good impression.
Thanks a lot.
Can you recognize
Mr. Marlowe, like
me?
no, I was gonna say like Marlowe's cigarettes, but those are Marlboro.
People
I was close.
as in a dream.
John Williams did the score for this? Ah, the score's gonna be great.
This, mister, all this shit is the same anyway.
Oh yeah, you don't happen to have a cat by any chance?
What
do
I
you?
need a cat for? I got a girl.
Oh, get owned, Mr. Marlowe.
And it happens every
This guy's definitely been in a fight. But who's he been in a fight with?
Mr. Marlowe, I'll save you a brownie.
Thanks a lot, but they hurt my teeth.
Aren't brownies inherently very soft? Or is he talking about the sugar in them? Something better not happen to the cat. I will sue.
Okay. Look at this.
Will the cat fall for it? No.
Come on. There it is.
You know what? Just let that cat starve at this point.
Well, Marlowe, that's what I'm here to talk to you about.
This guy literally has been smoking non-stop since we saw him. Okay, so people are out looking for this guy in the white suit. I wonder why.
Mr. Marlowe. You said you wanted to help.
No, you don't look back.
Mr. Marlowe.
He is so popular with the ladies.
Sit down, Marlowe. No, it's okay. I'd rather stand. No, I don't mind sitting either. Shut up. I asked the question.
Yeah, that's right, Marlowe. So just answer the questions. Where did you go last night?
Well, maybe if I knew
to the store to get cat food. That's it. That's it.
24 hours to get some Curry brand cat food, and they were out of Curry brand cat food. Son of a bitch. So I got a couple other cans, you know, and
This is actually true.
What the hell is this, Marlowe?
it's a baby shoe.
Now, Lennox left his car parked in your garage
It's sweet. It's a golden shoe.
to assume that maybe you went somewhere together. I suppose you tell me where.
Maybe he killed his wife.
You're gonna read something to me?
You have the right.
My
to
rights,
remain
yeah,
silent.
I got a lot of
You give
rights.
up the
It's
right
okay
to
with
remain
me,
silent.
it's
Anything
okay
you
with
say
me.
can.
I love Marlowe. He's actually so good.
Oh, you pretty asshole. Yeah, my mother always tells me that. Yeah, all right. Come on, let's get some French.
His voice is very soothing though, you know? That's what I was saying earlier, or trying to say earlier. He just talks in a very monotone way and it's very soothing.
Hi, boys. Who's in there? The J. Hoover's in there. Sure.
I love Marlowe.
Well, I'm here because I'm getting ready for the big game Saturday. You know, we're playing Notre Dame, and I hope I catch a touchdown pass. So now I'm going to be, I don't know what I'm doing.
If he's playing Notre Dame, then he's playing Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. Now on my Patreon.
Well, for two reasons. I don't like the way you guys ask questions, and I don't know what you want to know.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
You're the smart ass, you little hunky bastard.
I love this police officer too.
Who's dead?
Aiding a felon in unlawful flight.
Lieutenant, who's dead?
Terry Lennox's wife. That's who.
She is dead. He killed her.
Not a nice dead.
Maybe he didn't kill her though.
Wife, you know.
Was she cheating on him?
You cheating on your wife?
Oh.
But my wife's not dead. Was he cheating on her?
Oh my gosh. Detective, you can't say that. You. I don't really know I was going there.
What excuse did he give you? How the hell with it? Take him out.
He did say he was fighting with his wife again. He had nice scratch marks on his face like he was fighting a tiger.
Possession is what you're getting here, boy. Possession of noses, possession of gonads, possession of life.
Possession of life ends up in jail.
The case is closed.
What do you mean Terry Lennox is dead?
Case is far from closed. Someone killed the wife and then someone killed Terry or Carrie. I don't know which one it is.
Blew his brains out in a little godforsaken town in Mexico. He left a full confession.
It doesn't prove. It doesn't prove.
Bro, the way he talked, Sylvia wasn't dead then either. I don't believe he killed her. I don't believe he killed himself.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither, Marlowe.
Any messages for me?
Yeah, I believe we got a few over there. As a matter of fact,
I love the lighting in this bar.
About that.
It's so beautiful.
When some passerby invites your eye to come.
There's something so magical about this movie, you know? Just like, it's so slow paced, but it feels so... It feels just like life, in a way, you know? Because of how slow paced it is.
Mrs.
And
Roger
people just
Wade,
doing their
excuse me,
things.
you got a pencil on it?
Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel at peace. At least this scene makes me feel at peace.
Come on, Astor. I'm honking my horn. You're supposed to get out of the way.
Marlowe, you're driving in the middle of the road. You are in the absolute middle of the road right now. Tennis club ladies getting back from their hard day of tennis.
It's okay. You're a nice dog. I didn't do nothing. Mrs. Wade.
I would be very scared too if this happened to me. Don't ever do this to me, Buxley.
Fried apricot. Hello? Yes, can I speak to Miss...
Who just has fried apricots lying around? Never seen that one before.
Yes, thank you, I will. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.
That's a very interesting shot, the reflection one. It was very cool.
No, we're usually not speaking when he leaves.
How long's he been gone?
Almost a week.
A week?
Maybe he's dead.
What's you implying, Mr. Marlowe?
Well, I don't mean to be tactless, Mrs. Wade, but it doesn't look like you walked into a door.
Oh, I was gonna say, it doesn't sound like a happy marriage, but that's a big bruise on her head.
Weighs 220 pounds. Once you've seen his face, you'll never forget it.
Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Smith lacks something for the kind of book he writes.
Billy Joe Smith. Well, Roger Wade ain't exactly the ticket for the kind of book you...
Everyone's changing their names in this movie. So far, 2 characters have changed their names.
Is that a picture of him? I see what you mean about his face. Does he usually walk around in that costume?
I cannot tell if it's Arnold or not Arnold.
Some ice in your bruise and I'll go find your husband.
Honestly, if I was her, I'd be like, I don't want you to find him. Just leave him to die, to rot.
There's no one here that looks like that.
You look just like my great Aunt Esther. Those ladies are a lot of help. Crazy ladies.
Crazy, crazy ladies. Definitely they know something. Definitely he is here or has been here before. Why are they like hunting him? This guy's jumping like a gazelle.
Oh, I have this book here for Roger Wade. I'm making a book.
Why is everyone going shh? How quiet do you gotta be?
Your business here? Well, I'll tell you, if Roger Wade isn't here, what do you care?
Are you sure he's at Vern?
That's true. That's very, very true.
He's fine with strangers, you know. Apricot? Dried apricot?
She is addicted to these dried apricots. And he's putting them in his pocket for later.
If you have any trouble, I'll back you up. But,
with a machine gun.
I don't think you're afraid.
She'll go commando style.
I feel you're someone I can trust.
Well, you got me, lady.
You got me. I do got a good face.
You can handle Lucette. Don, go to supper.
This hospital looks absolutely chaotic. Everyone running around like they're gazelles.
Oh, yeah. Exquisite styrofoam pitcher.
That's not Arnold.
This place stinks, Doc. It's this place that's sick, not the people in it.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you.
You're here to help me.
Why, just this afternoon, a man...
I hate the way he's talking.
For $4,400.
Excuse me, Mr. Wade. I don't think it's necessary for you to be forced to sign any check, especially under...
Oh.
Be ashamed. I know you could have me towed away, but why go to any trouble?
He looks like a weasel.
Oh, yeah, I'll be hearing from you. Yeah, you come by someday and you have a drink with me.
Yeah, he's gonna be in your nightmares. This guy is scary. I don't know what about him. It's just the way he talks. He talks like he's trying to manipulate.
I don't. Yeah, you go in the house, Roger, and you go in the house, Bowser.
She's like, this was such a bad idea to bring him back.
This right, goddamn dog. You are this guy. You don't understand this. You don't like it.
It'd be so funny if the dog just attacks his leg. Yeah.
Mrs. Wade, have a good night. I'll see how everything is in the morning.
Okay, and thank you again.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued with this story. I love the slow burn this movie is taking. Imagine if he just whacks this old lady with the bag right now.
Nobody thinks it was a smart crack.
What do you think, Mabel?
Ow! Ow! Oh, shit.
He still didn't say what he thought, though. He just punched. Just saying.
You know what night this is? This is Friday night. It's Erev Shabbos. You know where I'm supposed to be?
I'm glad he knows how to tell the days of the week.
Want to pick up my mail?
Yeah, I really wanted her to play the radio. These girls are always outside. What are they doing with their lives?
Too much starch in my collar, so...
All right, find it. Find what? What do you...
Yeah, what are they trying to look for? Cat food?
Boy, I'm in perfect physical condition.
Yeah.
Go ahead, smart guy. Punch me in the stomach as hard as you can.
I really was gonna say that too. I was like, I want him to punch him in the stomach. Test out those rock hard abs.
And I got 3 beautiful children. You know where my children are? They're in a very expensive camp in Vancouver Island. And my wife is...
Vancouver represent!
The major crime is he stole my money. Your friend stole my money, and the penalty for that is capital punishment. All I care about is $355,000 of my money that he was supposed to deliver to Mexico City.
Yeah, but Why would Marlowe have anything to do with this? I know that they're saying Marlowe needs to give him money now.
You don't want this somebody who's drinking out of it, huh? It's flat.
Obviously, it's been opened.
And I love you. I do.
Oh, is she gonna die?
I sleep with a lot of girls.
Aye.
And Pepe?
That's right, buddy.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, he was saying so many nice things that something bad was going to happen to her.
Sit down! That's someone I love. And you I don't even like.
I bet you don't even love her. But I mean, that's a really good way to show how mean you can be. If you say you love someone, you hit them, you hurt them, you destroy their perfect face, as he was calling it, and then you say, I don't even love you. And look what I did to someone that I love. Like, that's a pretty good method to show how scary you are.
Listen, let me tell you.
My guy Marlowe is actually so sneaky. Oh, and he just neutrals it, coasts down the hill.
Hey, did you see that guy come barreling through here like...
Okay, they're with me.
That was you. What the hell?
Does this guy not have a life? He's here 24/7, it feels like. Does he just sleep in that little shack? Oh, they're going to the author, to Robert's house. I wonder what they were in there for. Are they asking her for information about Marlowe? Or are they asking her about the case? Or something completely different? What are these? What?
What? Yoga. I don't know what it is, but it's yoga.
Yeah, what do they do for a living?
We dip candles.
Literally my first question and only question.
Thank you. Nice guy.
I'm proud to have you following me. I really like that.
Walter Brennan.
Yeah, he said... Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, this poor guy. He's my favorite character.
Harry, you know you're not supposed to let me see you following me. Now button your clothes, be neat, and go sit in the car.
Oh, he's almost trading Harry. This is so adorable.
You writers have your own special way of describing.
Thank you, thank you. You go ahead right in. Quiet!
This dog literally needs to take a chill pill. Calm your beans.
Going right.
Please, Mr. Marlowe, you don't have to go. Can't you stay?
Ooh. The husband's like, that's a little suspicious.
Would you say that once more?
I asked, is milk what you really want?
Oh my god.
I think I was drunk already, wouldn't you?
Oh, I love this shot. Oh, he's like a kid playing with the waves.
Until you learn that way, it might just turn out that I leave you.
Why don't you guys just both leave each other? Because you guys are both not happy. It's so interesting that this is shot outside of the room. Through the glass. Almost like, ah, now we're in. And now we're in for a more intimate moment.
What will you do, eh? You do.
Oh, I feel like he's gonna hit her.
Please don't.
Oh, don't, Mom.
This guy is a madman. So dark inside the house, so bright outside the house. I love the contrast.
Mind sitting in the sun?
No, I'll sit in the sun.
All right. Won't hurt you.
No, I know that.
Well, it can give you cancer eventually.
Don't get to grow a face like mine, I guess, unless you know a lot about men's faces.
What about ladies?
What does that even mean? How did your face grow by seeing other faces?
Now, why are you in trouble with him?
Don't ask me. You know I'm pretty good?
A little too well.
I hear you. Son of a bitch killed himself, huh?
I read
Nope.
that.
He definitely did not.
I don't know, Marlboro. If I was your age, I think I'd
He
sure as
always
hell bust my ass.
calls him the wrong thing. Really a sign of disrespect there. $5,000 note? Is that a real note? There's no way that's a real note. Look at that dog. It's following him. Best friends. Almost as cute as this one right here. Okay, that dog is just having sex.
Yes. Oh, I noticed your camera. You take the pictures too.
Yes, because we have no facilities.
They're very artsy, actually.
Everything, but he had 2 bags.
Everything was in the bag.
Everything. You don't know anything about the little bag.
But where's the second bag? Now this looks like a party I could get behind. This dog literally can bugger off.
Oh, goddammit.
Would you like some wine?
I'll tell you a terrible thing.
Everyone's coming to say hello.
You know, I like you. Now suddenly you come in my wife.
I hate this guy. Go away.
Oh, no. It's Minnie Mouse.
Is it Minnie Mouse?
You cure people?
Roger, please.
Bullshit.
I don't think you can cure people either, though.
You owe me $4,400. You will pay me what you owe me.
No, I...
Oh, that's actually quite a bit of money.
Right, that's Roger.
Whoa, hey, oh.
You're really gonna fight this dude? He's like 3 times your size.
Get out, all of you! Goddamn, get out of here!
Party's over now, I guess.
Ask Roger to call me, please.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I know.
The husband does really need help though, but I don't think that this doctor is gonna give it to him. I feel like this doctor is just in it for the money.
In future, I must refuse to accept him as a patient.
But we don't accept you as a Dr. Quack.
Oh!
It's me.
There's literally a gun right there. I can see it on the wall.
If you got some cold bologna, mayonnaise, and bread, I'll hang around for a while.
Cold bologna, mayonnaise, and bread. It needs some cheese on there, maybe some lettuce. Really make it a good sandwich.
Yeah, well, I think I'll just have my beer out of your wine glass if you don't mind.
Okay.
My mom would kill me if I had beer out of a wine glass. She'd probably sue me on the spot.
Curious to see who else he wanted to talk to. It turned out to be you.
Why is this guy going to the ocean? He's literally going into the ocean. Guys, look out the window. This is really good framing, by the way.
Your husband ever talk about the Lennoxes?
No.
Ever talk about Sylvia Lennox?
No.
Oh my god, this shot is so good. She's gonna see. Oh, nope. I actually kind of feel really bad for the husband. He's definitely abusive and very angry, and I feel like he's not very good for the wife, but he also does need a lot of help. Oh, he finally took his tie off. This is really dangerous, dude. This is really, really dangerous, Marlowe. He's gone. He's too far out now. Oh my god. That is such a good shot. The waves come out of nowhere. They're like a surprise attack, at least on film. You can't see them until they start crashing.
Definite motive you can think of, Mrs. Wade, that he might have after killing himself.
Listen, why don't you just stop? Why don't you get a couple of sand crabs and stick them up your nose?
Marital problems. There were definitely marital problems.
Go back or something. Eileen, are you lying?
Come on, Eileen. Oh, say what you mean.
You said to me just now that you think. Are you telling me the truth? Is that what you think?
Or do you know?
And Jerry found out. And Sylvia wanted to break it off.
Oh.
We know he went directly from the Lennox house to Behringer's clinic.
You knew all the time?
He was there all the time and in sedation. And
you could keep your job. I'm gonna go and I'm calling Ronald Reagan and
yeah. He's calling Ronald Reagan.
Well, I must say, I never mind cooperating, especially if I don't have a choice, you know?
That's a good line.
And
oh, that's Arnold in the red shirt. Arnold's
Vince,
in the red shirt.
And of course you know Jack.
You can tell because he's so buff.
I don't get a phone call. I mean, not so much as a postcard. What's the matter? Where's the money?
Hey, it's a kind of a sick mask, though. You could be a really cool vigilante with that mask on.
Get up. Get up. Up!
Arnold! Woo, woo, woo! He's so buff. It's so weird seeing him in a movie and him not being like a featured character, you know?
No matter how many times I would go over it in my mind, I realized I had not been fair to him. What do you want? Sit down, over there.
You realize you had not been fair to her? You smashed a Coke bottle into her face.
I apologize. You see a man standing...
Okay.
You want to take your clothes off?
Would you like me to take off my clothes?
It's okay with me.
Why, it's a pleasure. As a matter of fact, everybody. Harry...
Oh my
take
god.
off your clothes.
Just gonna be a great naked scene.
Peppy, go inside and take care of the telephone. In the meantime, everybody takes off their clothes.
Arnold's like, I'm taking off my clothes. I'm so buff. This is what I was made for.
Just a minute. Look at this.
Oh.
Funny to steal $355,000 from Marty Augustine? Jack, let me see that knife. Cut him. Where? Cut it off.
Cut it off?
You see that I'm busy. What are you coming in to disturb us when
Marty, this is important. Now, come on.
Excuse me, will you please?
This is such a strange scene, you know? It's really stressful and I'm having a lot of fun with it. But imagine just walking into these mobsters all basically naked. It's just outrageous, you know?
Well, we had a terrific time, but I'm going home.
Here. Why don't you keep this for your trouble?
Oh, yeah, thanks a lot. Especially since my fairy godmother...
They found the case? Yeah, they did. This music right now is exactly how I felt the entire movie, you know? Just like vibing. She's really just going. And this man's really just running through an intersection like that. Pull him over for speeding, why don't ya? How is he running as fast as a car right now? Man is super speed. Oh my god, every time he's about to start. That was... That's very unexpected. Wow, he really got injured badly. Oh, that's not him. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, Jesus.
Okay.
Just the mummy sitting in bed beside him.
I'll give you any information you'd like to know. If you'll excuse me, I'm very busy.
Oh, should have lied. You should have lied.
You know where she is?
Mrs. Wade, I think she's gone to Europe. I don't know. I'm not allowed to tell you.
I think she's gone to Europe. Crazy, man. I swear these ladies do not do anything. They literally just vibe on that one strip of porch and then make brownies. I mean, good life, I guess.
Milk, they're not even there. It's okay with me.
Literally completely ignored. Oh, I want to pet him.
We told you that I'm prepared to make a donation to the people of this town. And since you're their
Coca-Cola.
Madison, yes, a grand president. Yeah, $5 grand.
A $5 president, more like it.
It looked perfect. Yes.
We buried a coffin load of stones, you know, and...
What did...
So he's not dead. Marlowe should get a raise for being a PI. He is very good. I didn't think you could light a match off of anything, but somehow Marlowe can light a match off of anything. Stick a cat in front of him, he could light it off the cat. Stick a pillow in front of him, he could light it off a pillow. You know, he could light it off of anything.
How you doing?
So peaceful. That looks so peaceful.
I saw the photographs, boy. You bashed your face in.
She didn't give me any choice.
So he did kill her.
I have a drink. I had a dead wife.
He killed her and then
$350,000 that
faked
doesn't belong to me. I had to get out. It's a simple...
his death.
You'll never learn. You're a born loser.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I lost my cat.
Oh my god. He's very dead. Can't fake your death now. Why did he do that so casually? Yeah, even lost my cat. Boom. Let's go home to let's go get some McDonald's or something. It's so casual. Aww. It's a really good shot to end the movie. I think this is the end. And that was my reaction to The Long Goodbye, the 1973 mystery noir starring Elliot, Gould, Nina Van Pallandt, I think that's his name, Nina Van Pallandt, Sterling Hayden, and Mark Rydell, as well as a brief appearance of Arnold himself. The legend, the myth, the man, Arnold. One of his first roles, he has a very ugly looking mustache thing, like finger little mustache. I don't know what it's called, but it's parted in the middle and then like a little strip here. Arnold, don't ever have that again. But yeah, he was in this movie. He takes off his clothes. What else is he gonna do? He's Arnold. He takes off his clothes in every movie he's in. But yeah, I actually really did enjoy this movie. It was a lot slower than I thought it was going to be, but I didn't mind it. The movie felt very natural, and it didn't feel like anyone was really in a rush, and it felt like the movie was kind of representing just life in general. You know, I don't know. It was just a very interesting feeling of a movie. It made me very calm. It was a very calming movie for a movie about a murder, basically. And I just found that very interesting. I found the tone of the movie very interesting. I found the characters very intriguing. Elliot Gould's Marlowe was really, really fun to watch. He was such an annoyance to everyone around him except for his cat, which I really loved. And yeah, all the other characters I thought were really interesting as well. I wouldn't say fun, but interesting, especially the villain, or maybe not even the villain, just one of the antagonists of the movie, or maybe not even an antagonist, just someone out for blood in this movie. Mark Rydell's character was haunting. He was insanely scary, and I'll talk about the bottle sequence in a second after I get into the reviews of this movie and John Williams' score. But that bottle sequence was very terrifying, and one of the most terrifying scenes I've seen in a while in film. Getting into the reviews of this movie, it has a 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb and a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, so critics must have really enjoyed this movie, and audiences really like this movie as well, although I can understand if you don't like this movie. It is very, very slow, and not a lot of stuff happens. There is almost no action. It's just dialogue. Sometimes even the dialogue is very muffled. Sometimes there's no dialogue at all. It's just kind of sounds and a character walking in this moody fashion, which I think kind of brings in the noir aspect. I haven't seen that many noir films, so for me it's hard to understand what a noir film is supposed to be like, because I've never really studied them before and I've never really watched them before, so I don't really know what the tropes of a noir film are, and I don't really know how a noir film is supposed to be shot, how it's supposed to be paced. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be fairly slow paced, not like dragged out slow paced, but just a very slow, more grounded, down to earth feeling to it, which this movie definitely had. I can't say how well it pulled off the noir trope, because again, I don't really know what a noir film is supposed to feel like, because I've never really watched them before, but I did enjoy the pacing of this one. Sometimes it did feel a little slow, I will admit. Sometimes I was like, okay, this is getting a little slow, but it never really lost my interest. I was just like, I kind of want events to start picking up again. Also, something that I find really funny about this movie is that the tagline on the poster is "Nothing says goodbye like a bullet," and that's really funny because there's only one gunshot in this entire movie. Unless I'm mistaken, there's only once the bullet is fired, and that is at the very end of the movie by Marlowe himself, which I think is kind of awesome, because the tagline is representing Marlowe saying goodbye to his friends, saying goodbye to the case he's been working on the entire movie. Maybe it also symbolizes something else that I'm just not reading about the surface, because I feel like there's a lot of really fun things in this movie that maybe you could analyze, kind of go over, especially like there's shots where a camera, for example, where Ellen and her husband are talking about their relationship inside the house, and the camera starts outside of the window. You kind of are looking through the glass. You can see Marlowe on the beach playing with the waves like he's a kid, and then you're looking through the glass. It's very blurry. It's kind of hard to see them. Their talking is like you're listening through the glass. It's almost as if you're put in as this outsider for this moment, or even the characters. The reason I don't know if it's supposed to feel like you as the audience are an outsider is because the camera then moves inside when the husband gets very intimate with Eileen. Sorry, I think I just called her Ellen, but Eileen, when he like crouches down with her and starts having like, you're the only one that I have left, you're the only thing I have left in my life. When it gets very intimate, the camera moves inside, gets more intimate with the characters. You know, there's some very cool and creative camera angles, camera movements that I think could be analyzed, and I think that can kind of portray this story, portray the characters' feelings, maybe even foreshadow some events if looked at the right way. I'm not really sure about that, but that one scene in particular made me very curious about some of the camera movements. But getting into John Williams' score, I thought he did a really good job. I liked the use of just one song, the kind of entire movie. Like all of the singing songs was just one song, and it was the song that he made for this movie with another guy called The Long Goodbye. It was kind of a haunting song. I liked that it was played in different mediums throughout the movie. I liked that it was on like someone's, I don't know, it was just kind of playing, I guess, at the start of the movie, and then it was playing on the radio when that lady who gets her bottle smashed in the face starts playing it, and then it's playing again at some point. I don't know how, I forget how, but I really found that interesting how it was just one song kind of the entire movie, and it did kind of provide this haunting feeling. But I think the scariest scene in this movie was definitely the bottle smashing scene. It was a scene that came out of nowhere. It was a scene that you could feel something was going to happen, but you didn't know quite what was going to happen until it happened. And when he smashed that Coke bottle on her face, it was very, very shocking. And even though we didn't see that much blood, you could feel the pain that she was in. You could feel the gruesomeness of the act, especially because Mark Rydell as Marty did an exceptional job as a character, being insanely scary while still maintaining this level of sophistication about him in a way. I don't know, it was like he could hold his own. You would listen to him talk, but every word he said was very terrifying. And I said in my reaction that it was such a good way to show how menacing you are by hurting someone you love and then turning around to the person that you're actually trying to hurt and saying, look what I just did to someone that I love. Now what do you think I'm going to do to you? Like, there's nothing that can probably top that in just a character saying that and being that scary, I guess. But that scene in particular was just so well done. It was there was so much tension behind the scenes, and it slowly would get unraveled and slowly get unraveled, and then they bring the girl in, and once the girl comes in, you know, there's like this inkling, there's this voice inside your head that's like, something is going to happen, something is not going to go well. She is not supposed to be in here at the moment, and she came here. And then she sits down, they grab the Coke's almost empty. There's like this wrong thing, she comes in, then another wrong thing, the Coke's empty, he drinks the Coke, and then he starts spouting about how beautiful he is. And is that in that moment, I for sure, probably a lot of you knew she was gonna get hurt, just did not know how she was gonna get hurt. Like, so I thought she was gonna get shot, I thought she was going to die, but hitting the Coke bottle against her may be even worse, because she still has to live with him and stuff, you know, so that might even be a worse punishment. But I don't know, that scene I thought was done incredibly well, just like quite a lot of other things. And one of my favorite things about this movie was actually how the story unfolded, and I like that the mystery of who killed Terry's wife was just Terry from the start of the movie. The cops got it right. I really found that interesting, because a lot of times the cops would be like, oh, we think this person killed it, it's pretty obvious that happened, and then the audience automatically assumes that can't be the case. Why would there be a whole movie about someone trying to solve a case when the cops have already solved the case? And that was the kind of it with this movie. Like, of course, Terry is still alive, and Marlowe has to come and kind of finish the job, kill Terry. You know, Terry has to get his comeuppance and stuff like that. You know, I understand that, but it's so interesting to me that the whole movie revolves around this murder and who killed the wife, when Terry was the one that killed her in the first place. And I love that the movie leads you on to think that someone else killed her, leads you on to think that Eileen's husband kills her, and then the cops just in like 3 seconds destroy that claim and go, no, we know that that husband was there, we know that he saw Terry's wife and then left to go to the doctor clinic place or whatever, you know, he couldn't have killed her. And then Marlowe's like, what the heck? So that means Terry must have, you know, it just kind of like the whole movie sets up this thing and then it just crashes down in 1 second. You're like, okay, so the police were just right from the start. But I found that so interesting, because I've never really seen that in a movie before, where the killer is said at the start of the movie to be the right killer, and then the movie leads you on this fake red herring trail of this is actually not true, and then it just is true, you know? I don't know. I just really appreciated that, and it's something that I haven't really seen before, and it was a cool little twist to the genre, to this murder mystery genre. Yeah, I don't know what else I really have to say about this movie. I'm sure there's a lot that I missed. I'm thinking that there is a lot that I missed, but overall, I just found this movie as just like a vibe. You know, I just felt kind of calm throughout the entire thing, except for like 2 or 3 sequences, which were a little bit like heart-beatingly fast. The bottle sequence, whenever Marty was in frame, it was pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever Marty was in frame, I was super invested in the film because he was just such a terrifying character. So like the bottle sequence when they all took their clothes off, which I thought was really awesome. You know, how crazy is that sequence to put out, but it worked in the film somehow. It worked to be terrifying and menacing, but they're just kind of all naked standing there. I don't really know how that worked, but it just did. And of course, when he shoots Terry at the end, when Marlowe shoots Terry, that was a really good moment as well. He's just so casual about it. Like, I still haven't found my cat. Boom, dead. And then he just walks off and starts dancing. Like, that's how the whole movie goes. You know, there's a little bit of action. It's super casual about it though, and then the movie just continues on like nothing happened. I don't know. I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. Getting into the cast now, I'll talk about Elliot Gould, Nina Van Pallandt. Do you pronounce that T? How do you pronounce that T? Pallandt. And Sterling Hayden. Oh, and also Mark Rydell as Marty. Going to him first. I've already talked about him a little bit, so I won't do him too much. But I thought he was probably my favorite character in this movie just because of how scary he was, how intimidating he was. Every scene he was in, as I just said, I was invested in not just Marlowe hopefully getting out unscathed, but in his character and what he would do next. He was very unpredictable, but also you could kind of tell that he had already made up his mind about what he wanted to do maybe 10 seconds before he actually had done it, you know? Like, he was kind of planning ahead in the moment, which made him unpredictable, but he knew what he was doing, and I really liked that. I also really liked that he was still an honest man, and he wasn't pure evil. You know, when he realizes that Marlowe is telling the truth, he gives him the $5,000 bill back, which, by the way, is that even a real thing? And so, I don't know, I just really liked his character. Sterling Hayden as Roger Wade. He was the husband. I guess I just didn't know his name, but I could have just looked to my right a little bit. He was the husband of Eileen Wade. I thought he was really interesting because he was very abusive, and I did not like him for that. He was very abusive to Eileen, but at the same time, you could see that he did need help. And there was so much put on him with like him probably murdering Terry's wife and stuff like that. You know, so like you were made to hate him, and I still do very much dislike him because, again, he was super abusive to Eileen. He was definitely not good for her, but he did need help. He did have a really bad drinking problem and stuff like that, and so I wish that a doctor could have gone and helped him, maybe treated his addiction, maybe helped him through his alcoholism. I know you can't really treat alcoholism, you can't really treat any addiction, but you can try to help someone through it. And the doctor he was seeing was definitely not helping him through it, but I thought Sterling Hayden did a really good job as Roger. Nina Van Pallandt. Yeah, that's how I'm saying her name. But as Eileen Wade, I really liked her in this movie. I felt really bad for her. Every time she was like, well, then I'm going to leave. I was like, then do it. Then leave. Just leave him. Go away. You do not need to be here. Like, please. But I really enjoyed her character. She was a lot of fun. When she was on the beach and he had died, when Roger had died, and she was saying that, oh, I think that Roger did kill the girl. I think her name was like Stacy or something like that. I thought that was a really good moment for her character, and overall I just enjoyed her time on screen. Finally, Elliot Gould as Philip Marlowe. I enjoyed him so much. He can light a match on any surface. I said that in my reaction, but he could light a match on anything, and I found that so much fun. There were a lot of good moments with his character. He was so mean to everyone except his cat, and I don't know, I could watch his character just talking in this very monotone voice all day. He just had a very calming presence. Even when he shoots someone, it was like, I mean, I might let you shoot me because I would be so calm. You would cure my anxiety in an instant just from talking to me. But yeah, I thought Elliot Gould did a very good job. And that is my reaction and review to The Long Goodbye, the 1973 mystery noir. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I read somewhere that this is based off of a book and it's part of a series of movies, but I don't know. I don't think the series of movies are connected, but maybe it has the same main character as Marlowe in them or something. I don't know. I'm very interested in that if that is the case. Okay, but yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time for my next movie reaction.